Hi everyone, my name is Karyssa and I've recently finished my third year of my Bachelor's in Science, specializing in Psychology at Laurentian University. So in this video, I'll be talking about the unlikely experience that you'll be unable to handle your assigned roommate as asked by Everett in the Ask Us Anything contest. Now this is probably one of the worst case scenarios you can think of as you begin co-living with a new person, and it's definitely not the mindset you want to start off with. Your interactions with your roommate will also depend on whether or not you've picked each other as past friends or whether you're both going in on this journey, coming in as strangers, and then hopefully ending up as the best of friends. In the past, I've seen many feel like coming in as friends is always the best option. But in my experience, I found that going in with a stranger can be even more exciting and even more better match. To explain, as a resident assistant in the past, I have seen students come in thinking that they knew each other like the back of their hands, only to realize that although they meshed really well in high school, when living together, the habits are not as great of a match, making more room for conflict. When you get assigned a roommate, most schools will either go through a personality questionnaire or will match you based on your language of preference and your program. This makes your first year a little easier because you go in with a friend that has typically the same class schedule as you, making it easier for you to go from class to class, discuss interactions in class as well as study together, making it even more of a stronger bond at the beginning of the year. Now, when you start off and you go in and you move in the first day or the first week, you'll actually meet with your roommate alongside your resident assistant, which is your floor mom or your floor dad, as I like to take it. And you'll actually go over roommate agreement outlining the do's and don'ts of a successful living situation for both of you, tailored to both of your preferences. So you're able to really discuss what takes you have, what really you'd like to prefer to keep separate, and exactly have a discussion as to what your living habits are like. Now, remember that you'll be living on a floor of 20 to 40 people, so even if this doesn't work as well, you can always go see other people and find other friends there and other friendships. Now, if the unlikely occasion occurs that you and your roommate are not a great of a match, a conversation between you and your roommate is always the first step to take, and it really is key, because if you can discuss together and see if we can troubleshoot, it's always best to do it with each other to create an ambience of trust and of openness. Now, if that doesn't work out, your resident assistant is there and can mediate with you a conversation outlining the residence agreement you've already looked at before and revisiting it if necessary. So really just tailoring it as the year goes on, because you may realize that you have different preferences that you may not have looked at beforehand. Now, if none of these situations help, then you can actually go and talk to the residence office, because you'll never be stuck in a situation where you're uncomfortable, because living situation is such a huge aspect of making a university experience a success. So once you talk with the residence office, you can discuss if there's any possibility of relocating in either the same residence in a different floor or in a different room or in an entirely different residence. Now to finish off, I just want to discuss how my top tip is really to go in entering your first year with an open mind. Maybe discuss with your roommate through Facebook, through social media, or even like through phone, just to discuss what exactly your preferences are, as well as kind of get a feel of who this person is and what similarities you may share. But once again, you may be starting a whole new friendship that you may have never encountered if you hadn't been in residence. So just go in with an open mind and go with the flow, because you'll see that that's what university is a lot about. It's just going with the open mind of new possibilities, and really going in with the idea that although maybe an unlikely match, it may be the best match. So I hope this helped, and I hope this helped ease any of your concerns.